catchy flute melodies every single time, literally. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before I start, make sure to go comment, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell because you don't want to miss out. So let's get started. So what I first started with was a guitar sound called Moon Guitar from Labs. Awesome dope free plugin, by the way. I essentially started out with a simple chord and played it in a strum effect motion. And then I added these bottom layer notes to create a more dynamic in the melody. And then I just copied it and pasted it for 8 bars. For effects, I added an EQ, a boost around the 2K area. Next, I added a chorus, basic, just turn down the knob down here. Next, I added a delay, and for the delay, all I did was put it on 1/4 step and blended it into the mix. And then I added a cassette tape, put it on radio tone, and I changed it from micro to pro, turned it a little bit down on the mix. And then I added a little plate. I went to basics and perfect plate, and that's the preset I chose. And then I put another EQ and I cut out a little bit of the 200 area and down. So then I got these chords, right? When I was making the melody, I was using the ghost notes to basically draw out these chords. And so I took these bottom notes and I shifted it up an octave. Basically what I did. I got the strings, the solo violin from Xpand2, and this is what it sounds like. So for effects, what I added was an EQ, a shaping EQ, and then I added a vinyl, just turned up the warp, and then I added a little plate from Sound Toys. I added the air plate from the basics section. I added a shaper in the right space in the mix, and then another EQ, not sure why I have it, but alright, cool. So this is what we've been waiting for the flute. Alright man, for flutes, they're not that hard, bro. They shouldn't be hard at all. You want to keep them mad simple. So what I first did was I did this. So I honestly copied these and I kept really repetitive. And then I just took this, shifted it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. And then, yeah, basically that's the simple melody that I did. After that, I copied it over. I shifted the second one up 2 more semitones. And then I added a little variation right here. And then I just copied it over again. And to keep it just on its toes, added some extra sauce at the end, you know what I'm saying? So this is what it sounds like all together. Cool. So for effects, this one was really simple. I basically wanted to play with this. So what I did was I basically cut out a little bit of the low end, boosted it up in the mids, and then the highs. I got lazy, didn't want to add an EQ, so I played around with this. It was a bit sharp and I needed it to basically be compressed a little bit. So I added the Maximus, the default settings, everything's default. And then I just put a default Sound Toys. Alright, so I did something very simple. I wanted to add something a lot more repetitive, but underneath the mix. I got this melody made. I pulled it up from the Xpand2 and it's called Celeste 𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗 from the mallet section. I wanted something simple, so I drew out these simple chords right here. I had them playing out and each on the 1 step, basically strummed them a little bit, added some flavor at the end of the last 4th bar. So I came up with this. Check it out. So together in the mix, this is what it sounds like. So for mixing, what I did was I added a EQ, shaping EQ, added a stereo shaper, a phaser, and then I added a halftime, but I didn't like it, so I took it out. I just adjusted the knob on the phaser, and that's about it. Alright, so next what I added was a piano from 𝘾𝙤𝙘𝙧𝙖𝙘𝙧. It's just these simple chords that play on every 2 bars, and I just copied and pasted it. I got it from the piano section. I'm pretty sure it was the 𝘾𝙤𝙧𝙧𝙘𝙧. I did not mess with any of this. For mixing, all I did was I added halftime, left it on the 2, 1 bar, parametric EQ, just cut out some of the low end. And for the EQ right here, I'm starting to play around with this a lot more because it's a dope feature. I added a boost in the mids and a little bit in the corner right there. And this is what it sounds like in the mix. Next, what I got was these BWB vocal chops. This one was reversed. So this one was pitched up a little bit just to fit the grid. This was a one shot. And this is what it sounds like all together in the mix. And for processing, all I did was added a delay EQ and then a stereo shaper just to adjust where it was sitting in the mix. Last but not least, I added this some random texture just of nature, something recording. So for the processing, what I did was I added a parametric EQ, cut it down on the 2K area. I added this little narrow width band EQ, added a Maximus to basically compress it, and then I added a stereo shaper. So all together, this is what the melody sounds like. For the master channel, what I added was another Maximus. For the Maximus, I just add this just so it can compress it and basically keep it glued almost in a sense. And then I just boosted it up a little bit until it hit the 6 to 9K area. That's where I like most of my samples to hit at, so that way it's not too loud and not too low. So all together, this is what we get. Alright, so I appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video. Make sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment and subscribe for more. And also make sure to turn on the notifications bell because you don't want to miss out when I drop new videos. Alright, I'm gone. Peace.